Hello everybody, here we go. So, welcome to my channel. If you're new to this, my name is Alice. It is a joy to be here with you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching the replay. I will try and download this afterwards and share it across a few different platforms, but we are going to be talking about what it is to be on this physical plane. I'm actually going to plug my earphones in because I'm hearing my guides say plug your earphones in. So, hold on 2 seconds here. Okay, let's see if this will help. Better, everyone? Welcome, everybody. Okay, so this physical plane of existence, this mystery schools, this planet Earth, right? Wow, okay. So it's a very powerful time. We are new moon in Cancer, sun in Cancer, and black moon Lilith, right? Black moon Lilith is very much like that Kali Ma. She is that wild, the dark mysteries. And then we've got the Cancer energy, which usually rules the fourth house, right, of home and things like that. And also very much represents our Earth Mother and our feminine nature, right? Now we've got this new moon energy happening here. I talk about this for a specific reason, because when you've got the new moon in Cancer conjunct black moon Lilith, right, what is happening here is we are being met with the dark mysteries, the shadow mysteries, right? We are being met with this aspect of the mystery schools, which is very interesting to navigate because we are being shown the shadows that are around us, right? Now, shadow work is not something that we just kind of go hunting for inside and we go, oh, there's a shadow. Hi, shadow. Let's integrate you. That's not how it works. On this physical plane, this is one of the toughest mystery schools that there's been in the universe, right? And the reason being is because we come in, we create this physical temple of light, right? We create this. Now, when I say we, who is the we? Who is the we? Because within yourself, there are different versions of you. There is the I that is, the mind, the ego, the personality, right? That which we've created to operate this body, right? To direct our focus. It's not a bad thing. It's a way of directing focus. But the way that the mind, the you of the mind has been conditioned, right, is in this particular time and era where you are focused, because all time is happening at the same time, right? But where you're physically focused right now, we're in an era where we haven't been disciplined in the mind. We haven't been learning how to control and operate that in a really expansive way. The connection between the mind and the heart has been severed, right? We are reconnecting that in this era. So what happens is outside of us, the collective energy outside of us has been programming our mind, right? So that's one version of you is the mind, the personality, the focus point. Another version of you is the body, right? The body, which will automatically work. It will automatically want to balance itself and bring itself into harmony. It will automatically want to do that because the body is of the earth. The earth will be in harmony and balance, right? Because the earth is connected with the superconscious self. Now that's another aspect of you, the higher self, the superconscious. Right. This is really important. Who are you calibrating to? Which version of yourself? Because if you're calibrated to the superconscious, the higher self version of you, then we begin to see and realize that everybody is an aspect of you, because it's that superconscious self, which is source energy. Let me say that again. If we are calibrating to the superconscious aspects of ourselves, to the higher self of ourselves, what actually happens is we recognize that the body is not the person, is not the individual, is not the being. It's just a means, a vehicle, a spacecraft, if you will, to be here. This is really important because when shadow work comes up, it will only ever come up in medicine from others. It will only ever come up in experiences that we have with others, right? For us to expand, evolve, ascend, whatever word you want to use there, for us to hold more light, for us to live more of our true bliss and joy, for us to do that, what we need to realize, right? What we need to realize is that no one is out to get us. What we need to realize is that, we are creating our whole reality. We can't play the role of the victim in any sense and still align with our highest self. We cannot play the role of the victim and still align with our highest self. So how can you nurture yourself? How can you grow deeper in compassion? Because that's the lessons that we're receiving right now. And this is really beautiful. It's really powerful. It's really powerful. It is really, really powerful. That is the lessons we are receiving right now. Is recognizing that our highest self, our version of ourself, who wants to expand and grow, be connected, help us realize, help the mind body realize that there is no separation. Help the mind realize that, it's okay and it's safe here. Because the superconscious is creating everything. Whether we realize it or not, we are creating everything. So if we have an experience which is seemingly unpleasant with someone may be trying to do something or saying something, and we perceive it to be tricky or to not be all that pleasant. What is actually happening is we've calibrated to the mind. We've calibrated to the mind who lives in limitation and fear, who lives in the past. Because we've not trained the mind to have faith in the heart. We've not trained the mind to have faith in the collective. We've not trained the mind to calibrate to the heart, which is the portal to the higher self. It's the Stargate. So saying all of that, if you're experiencing shadows right now, if you're experiencing challenges right now, aspects of the distorted feminine is a big one because of this conjunction between the new moon in Cancer and black moon Lilith. It will rattle up shadows that may appear to be outside of us, but actually only reside within ourselves, because everything around us, we have created. The superconscious part of ourselves has created it, focused by the mind. Right? So this is the opportunity that we are getting right now. This is the opportunity that we are getting right now to really take accountability and ownership for what we're creating, so that we can no longer play the victim, we can play the creator, right? Because that's the role that we get to play, that we get to be, because that's who we are. I'm just going to see whether this is streaming smoothly or not. It may not be. Who knows? I don't know. We'll find out afterwards. It's all fine. But the point of it is that if you are someone who is seeking ease and flow and joy and happiness in your life, good, because that's what you deserve. That's your birthright and so much more. That's what you came in to realize. You came into this earth plane to go, I'm going to have a wonderful time on this earth plane. I'm going to, find some challenges and overcome them, and I'll feel really satisfied when I've manifested the desired outcome, and then I'll get bored with that desired outcome, and then I'll want to create something bigger and better for myself, and I'll realize that. So I'll have to create something, and I can't do that on my own, just as my own, because, I'm on this physical earth plane. So instead I have to create it with other people. So, oh, look at that. I have neighbors now. I have a city of people now. There are other people that I have work colleagues. I have family members, right? Who will bring their version of individuality, focus through their personality, which is their calibration to their mind body. But still, really, the truth of who they are is source energy, which is where I derive from also. That's that unity, that's that oneness. We get to see ourselves in another. We get to realize that it doesn't matter what is happening. It might appear unfavorable, it might appear challenging, but actually it's all in our favor. It's always working out for us, because it is the catalyst for our growth, for diving deeper into compassion. Because when we allow ourselves to really lean into the heart, lean into compassion, what happens is we dispel any charge, any negative charge vibrationally that we have that is actually keeping away the desired manifested reality. Right? Keeping that away. We don't want to keep that away. So to not keep it away, we have to stop resisting it. We have to stop blocking it. And we are blocking it by where we're focusing, and vibrationally, if we're focusing on pent-up emotions that aren't flowing through us, that aren't being earthed and grounded and harmonized, we're letting them bounce about within ourselves, getting frustrated, right? Guess what? we keep that reality we desire away because we're purposefully holding ourselves down without realizing it, because our mental discipline isn't there, because our spiritual discipline isn't there yet. This conjunction right now, this energy right now, is specifically designed by you, the higher self you, in wonderful loving collaboration with all of the higher selves, because it's all part of source, to help each one of us expand and grow and become more of who we are, hold more of that light. Shadows, although some will say the light, the brighter you glow, the more shadows you attract. Yes, but those shadows are yours, just like my shadows are mine, right? You know? And we get to attract them so that we can integrate them deeper. And when a shadow is met by the light of your heart rather than the judgment of our mind, because remember, this is limited, this is tunnel vision, which is good, because that's, we get to focus that way. Because if it's too bright, spread out too widely, then we're not focused on anything. It's very diluted, right? So the mind is really good because it does help us focus and create, right? But have you calibrated that mind to your heart first? Have we done that? Right? So the shadows that appear around us are bringing us experiences to show us exactly where we are in our point of attraction, to show us exactly where we are in our vibration, to show us exactly where we are in our own ability to hold light and be as one, right? So in saying all of that, everything really is always working out for you. You are here on this mystery schools to experience this firsthand. We all are. And if we really understand this, if we really, if the one thing that you take away from today is to understand that, if there is more than one version of ourselves within ourselves, if we calibrate to the mind without allowing that to connect to the heart space, then guess what? It will be limited. It will have a challenging time of it. We will victimize ourselves without realizing it. And that's okay. That's okay. Jerome, oh my gosh, honey, it's so gorgeous to see you. Yes, I'm talking about the light that we are, right? When we calibrate to our heart space, when we allow the heart to be the first point of inspiration, right? And we let that do the translating to the mind, when we let that do the translating and connection, when we have this heart space as the portal of creation and the portal of connection between one another, then we realize that every experience that we have can never be painful, bad, anything like that, because we've created it and co-created it with others, bringing each other the medicine that we need to step deeper into that love, right? Yeah. Oh, so much. I don't know how long this live stream will let me go for, because the battery is very low. So I'm going to wrap this up, and I'm just going to say I love you all. Well done for listening to this message, because I know it will have been triggering. And that's good, because once again, they are shadows. You're hearing what you need to hear because you've asked for it, you've drawn it in, right? You've drawn it in. Your higher self has drawn it in, right? Because I am you and you are me. We've drawn each other together for that reason. Blessings to you, Jerome. I love you. Mwah, so much. You guys, I have a few one-to-one spots available. If you are called to working with me one-to-one to get clarity, for healing, to really ascend and jump on the timeline that you really wish to jump onto, please feel welcome to have a look in my bio. Go onto my website, aliceheath.com. Choose which session calls to you the most. I have flexible times Thursday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday coming up. So tomorrow, Friday, and Monday, Tuesday of next week. And then I will only have appointments for recorded readings. So if you want that live reading, get booked in. And I will see most of you, some of you maybe, in the Pranic Feast we are having on the 8th to the 11th of July. And I'll see some more of you on the 7th, Thursday the 7th, where Tim Wild and myself will be co-hosting 7-7 workshop in the alignment of that Sirius gateway, where we'll be calling forth the remembrance of your highest Atlantean timeline. It's going to be a very powerful session. So I will see you all there. Thank you so much for being here. Have a beautiful new moon. Happy creating and happy remembering. Bye, everyone.